from paper 2, we'll be talking about the global soils. So good morning to Purvi, Anirban, Rishabjot, Sanchari, Rakhi, and all others. Very warm welcome. All others, jinka naam nahi le pa raha, if I'm not able to take your name, I have got your wishes and my wishes to all of you. Okay. Perfect. So we're talking about soil. Any questions on soil? If you have any questions on soil, please ask. So what is renewed evolution of soil? Soil adjusts with climate and other factors. Some characteristics retain and also new characteristics are acquired by soil. Many soils are polycyclic also, everything okay, but renewal kaise, not much clear. So Priyanka, do you remember something called as ecological succession? Yes. थोड़ा सा English भी अगर use करते हैं, like for some reason, what is renewed evolution of soil? Say for example, something, a process gets arrested, वो हो ही नहीं रहा है. Yes. I can say there was ice age. Ice age 2 million years ago. Pleistocene ice age. So what happened was that during that time, entire tundra region and the taiga region was under the ice cover. So at that time, what would happen? The soil evolution would have stopped. Yes or no? The soil formation, soil rates, those glaciers, you can say, sir, but glaciers also erode. But I would say glaciers protect more than they erode. But when the ice age is over, and the ice goes back, aren't the pedogenic factors and processes renewed? So that is renewed evolution. That is what is the book talking about. And as I said, सारी चीजें आप खुद ही पढ़ रहे हैं, whatever you put in the paragraph. The paragraph is saying that evolution keeps on happening, soil is a dynamic entity, keeps on changing, all that. So that is what we are going to do. Is everyone okay? What else? So this was Priyanka's question. Any other question from anyone else? So please suggest me that when I make short notes of pedalfer and pedocal, which figure are used in notes instead of map? Okay. So first of all, Saurabh is saying, I want to make notes of pedocal and pedalfer. Which figure are used in notes instead of map? So one is that box diagram. Can you do that? Number one, when you're making your notes, you can make those box diagram. Second is, why do you have to make the same illustration? Illustration can be in the form of a flowchart, possible. Illustration can be in the form of table. So you can say pedalfers are found in the equatorial and tropical regions of the world, the equatorial belt of 0 to 10 degrees and the monsoonal climate regime 10 to 30 degrees. And then you make a box and shade only that. That is also there. So when you're making notes, abhi kya ho raha hai ki this shows that you're not applying your mind. आप किसी तरह कुछ लिखना चाहते हैं and mechanically you want to insert a diagram. The intention is everyone who's making notes or writing answer, that someone think about the examiner as someone who may not know geography, though he knows much more geography, but we're assuming he doesn't know geography. If he doesn't know geography, can I tell him through my written word? Can I tell him through my illustration? तो आप उसमें सोचेंगे तो आएगा. You can draw a part map. पूरा world नहीं बनाया. Suppose I don't make a world. Can I make 30, 30 and 0? कर दो, इसमें क्या दिक्कत है? Now if you're asking me, sir, what will I make? That shows कि you're not applying your mind. फिर आप तो note बना रहे हैं ना. Is this the pedalfer region or not everyone? Is any book having these things as diagrams, pedalfer region of the world? No, they are not having it. They don't have it. But I'm saying that this is going to be the pedalfer region. Why? Because this is the equatorial belt, 5 degrees north and south. And here I would say the eastern coast. Why? Because the trade winds are there. Eastern side, yes or no? Eastern side will be more western Ghat ho gaya. Aisa, I'll be talking about them. So this is what we are talking about, and I have told you, sort of answer bhi aapne submit kiya tha, so you were just trying to write everything that you know. When you're making notes, please do not make notes just for the sake of filling up the sheet and having a thick notebook. That's not a good idea. When you've understood it, then you sit down for a short note. When you are sitting down for a short note, do not keep any book, any notes PDF with you. This should be your writing practice. This should be your recall practice. This should be your creative practice. Get that? And what should it be? Very important quality of a short note is that it is comprehensive. Comprehensive means it has all possible dimensions included in it. Comprehensive ka matlab all possible dimensions included. That is comprehensive. So I can tell you a simple thing. What is the issue? Why and how, the cause and effect? When and who talked about it for the first time? And where? Here you bring in the spatial component and here you bring in the maps, if any. plus illustrations, table or graph. Fixed हो गया. So now I know many of you are thinking, many of you who are regular to the classes, you are wondering that Sachin sir keeps on saying that we must practice. So you are practicing. And when you are practicing, you are running short of ideas, running short of time, running short of confidence. Everyone, whatever is on the screen right now, does it give you a fairly good framework of how to write a short note, which will act as your notes also? But the only request is, do not keep a notebook next to you, do not keep a PDF next to you and start writing. You will end up then reproducing. That will not be creative writing. After this, you have done that. When you have done this, then you should definitely open your notes or book and see what all have I missed. So you can write these short notes in blue ink and add in red ink. I think your notes will be complete. You already are writing in the class. You will gain confidence also, and answer writing will also happen. First 5 minutes are yours. I have given you 9 minutes to talk about it. If you have any other question regarding this, please ask. Otherwise, I will proceed to today's class. I think I've given you a fairly good idea on this. When you start doing it, when it starts working, you feel that I'm satisfied, it is going well, feel free to send it to me for verifications and am I going right or not. That support always stays with you. And please give me the right to say that if it is not good, please give me the right to say that errors hai. These are missing. Don't say, sir, you were so angry, so I was afraid, and all those things. Let's not get into those unrealistic stories. I very clearly told you that what would be a good idea to do. You do that. When you feel that I'm comfortable, I have really done what was thought of by me, then you can get it verified from me. Everyone okay? So what is the next topic? What is the next topic? Sir, I sent my answer for soil making processes on number which you have shared, environment plus. हाँ पूर्वी आपका आंसर तो आया था और फिर वो दिमाग से निकल गया. It just went out and I was not able to have a look at that. एक पूर्वी का बचा हुआ है और एक अभी जो the answers which I got on environment also, one answer is left. क्लास के बात करता हूँ पूर्वी, उसी पे एक रिमाइंडर भेज दो प्लीज. So my team will tell me that this is a reminder. कुछ skip हो जाता है एक दो, please let me know. Done? Okay then, so what are we looking at today? Today we are looking at something. What is that? So soil genesis is over. This is the syllabus, everyone. Soil genesis is over. Soil profile is over. Soil erosion, degradation, conservation is left. I'll do that. Social forestry, agroforestry, this will be done in resource geography along with forest. So when I'm doing environment, I'll be talking about forest. So in the next unit, environment geography, is it okay? I'll be doing that in the next unit. Now, today we are looking at wildlife, major gene pool, and the topic today is global distribution of forest biodiversity. Yes, factors responsible for the distribution of plants and animals. So ये सारे topics आज हम करने वाले. Factors responsible for the distribution of plants and animals. Global distribution of plants and animals, that is what we are going to look at. Global soil will also convert it, yes or no? So global distribution of forest and biodiversity, all those things are the mandate of the class today. And if you ask me a dead thing, if you ask me about a dead thing, which I can tell you ki bhai, if you don't want to attend any class, you can keep an eye on this dead table. Can you see the table? This is global distribution of plants and animals. Equatorial region, the latitude, the climate type, the rainfall type, the soil type, remember latosol, and natural vegetation, evergreen, equatorial rainforest, what are the flora, multi this thing, blah, 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 rosewood, mahogany, ebony, liana, creeper, animals ko bhi yaad karna hai, so climbing animals. Done. Everything in one place. So if you don't know how to make notes, notes are here. So dictate करवा दीजिए, but table बना के दिया है. क्लास में टेबल बनाएगा, ये खेल खेलने के लिए you can join कोई मीडिया न्यूज चैनल, वहाँ पे ये खेल खेलवा लेंगे. Is everyone okay? So all you want to know about global plants and animals is the factual data available. First page of the sheet. Say for example, if you don't accept it, मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ. Remember China type? Do you know what animals are there? Birds, insects, slugs, frogs, cattle, sheep. Plants are camphor, piranha pine, quebracho, eucalyptus. याद कर लो. Is everyone okay? So the data part is here on sheet 1. What should we do is, they will not ask us even in prelims that we have to tell zebra, giraffe, elephant, deer, lion, leopard and all that. They will say, this is what Sudan type, savanna. They will say, examine the uniqueness of savanna biome, full stop. The question will be, examine the uniqueness of savanna biome. Discuss savanna ecosystem. Do we get that? Discuss the distribution of plants and animals of savanna biome? These are the questions, nature of questions. So do we have access to information from this? Information is मिल जाएगी कि नहीं? Everyone, will we get the information from this question? Possible, very much possible, should not be a problem. Yes. So what should we be looking at? We should be looking at how this thing is there. Can I say this can be a memory part of it? Memory. This can be a memory part, but there is a mind part to that. So first we will do the mind part, and whenever you need specific names, do you know which table to come? What is the title of the theme? Global distribution of plants and animals. And this is the table. Everything in the world. Remember, we made a box. We made a box. Same box turned around is this. So I put at one place so that you don't have to run. As I said, my printed material and my classes, they would be enough for your content. But I would need your imagination, your understanding to make things happen. So that is what I'm trying to look at. Actually. So I want you to participate in a very simple exercise. Kangaroos found in West Bengal. Normal or abnormal? Normal or abnormal? Abnormal, sir. Abnormal. Is everyone okay? Abnormal. Okay. Greenery found in tundra. Normal or abnormal? Abnormal. Why? Because tundra is devoid of vegetation. It has a very, very small growing season. It has a small growing season, 1 to 2 months. What grows over there? Lichens, mosses, small flowering plants called rhododendrons. And they will all die. Jaldi hi mar bhi jayenge. They will all die soon. Quickly they will die. If it is turning green, then there is something wrong. Because green is not natural to tundra. Do you get that? Kangaroos belong to marsupials. What are marsupials? Pouch-bearing mammals. Pouch-bearing, उनके पास एक पोटली होती है, pouch होता है, where the baby sits. Yes or no? Marsupials are those pouch-bearing mammals. Now they are not found everywhere. And they are found in Australia. What are the barriers? Well, ocean is a barrier. True or not? There are barriers to movement. So if they reached India, then remember Wagner was talking about how can fossils be there of those reptiles, Mesosaurus across the world. They said they would have traveled in the oceans. It was the same logic, like stupid logic where they were rejecting Wagner. So I saw my classes fairly smart to see that these are not rules, these are exceptions, and something must have been different. So I want everyone to take a fresh sheet, and in the center, please write down factors controlling plant and animal distribution in the center. Get that? Now if somebody says, sir, notes नहीं लिखवाते तो ये notes नहीं है, कर ले. And if somebody says, अगर मेरे खुद ही करना होता तो मैं कोचिंग में क्यों आया? तो I want to tell you, this is what coaching is about. खुद ही करना है मामा, उसी में तुम्हारी जो है आपकी strength बढ़ाई जा रही. Do we get that? That is there. Everyone get that? So इसे ही notes कहा जाता है. अब कौन बताए मौसी को कि भाई notes ऐसे ही बनते हैं? जिसको आप notes समझते हैं वो dictation होता है, and there is a government officer who does that. उसका नाम क्या होता है? Stenographer. इसकी employment SSC के through होती है. All the stenographers can apply for SSC. Notes तो ऐसे बनते हैं. ठीक है? Quickly, I'm keeping time for you. 1 minute. Start. Whatever comes to mind. Okay, so let's have the factors. Everyone, can you please write down the factors? Whatever factors have come to your mind. Climate. Okay, so climate causes that. Soil, taken. Human beings. Human beings. Sunlight. Water. Yes. So you guys saying genetics. Genetics. Somebody saying relief topography. Okay, relief topography. Availability of food. Food availability. Very good. Continentality ऐसा कोई फैक्टर नहीं है. Continentality shows in climate, sunlight. Get that? नलिनी बोल रहे हैं spheres. Spheres मुझे नहीं पता क्या होते हैं. What else? Habitat, niche, ecological habitat, ecological niche taken. What else? Migration, human interference, human being. Can I say natural barriers, global warming, disasters. Devanshu saying predator, but ecological this thing, ecosystems, ecosystem, your food chain, food web, ये सब आएगा इसमें. ठीक है. What else? Food chain, food web, everything. Pollution. Can I say mutations? Sudden mutations can happen. What else? Distribution of plants and animals. Anything else? Research and development possible. Research and development. Can I say evolution? New and new evolving species are there. Invasive species. Why competition, collaboration, invasive species. So ecological competition. True. So everyone, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right when you are talking about. You're absolutely right when you're talking about these things. These are the factors controlling plants and animal distribution. And can I say most of them have been natural factors? Most of them have been natural factors, but of late, human beings have become the biggest factor controlling the distribution of plants and animals. Can I say that there was a deterministic world? In the deterministic world, what was it? Survival of the fittest. Can I say natural selection? Today I am living in the possibilistic world. Survival of the human desire. Humanly desirable plant will survive. Survival of humanly desirable plant. Is everyone with me? Humanly desirable plant will survive. Nature selection. Can I say human designer species? Are we doing that or not? So if you get a question on global distribution of plants and animals and factors, do you have a good idea, good theme for an introduction and for a conclusion? Possible? You can say that this may be short-sighted. Because of this, it is because of this we are moving towards 6th mass extinction. Suna hai sab? There have been 5 ages of mass extinction. Am I connecting current affairs with other things? Anirban bola kal hi padha. Achhi baat hai. Preparing for 2022, you should be doing that. Everyone, as I said, as you go in my classes, you will be exposed to introductions, conclusions, and everything, but only when the time comes. Only when the time comes. Abhi, when the class is not prepared, then I don't unnecessarily push you for things to aap nahi kar paenge. Everyone with me on this? Now, the factors are known to us. Factors are known to us, and human factors themselves will have a huge range. True or not? Species which were restricted to an area like marsupials, yes, or probably rabbits. Rabbits were not there in Australia. Kangaroos were there only in Australia. Rabbits were brought to Australia from Europe by the white settlers, and kangaroos were taken from Australia across the world in zoo or other thing. Can I say human beings have surpassed all these natural barriers? True. Not only natural barriers in terms of physical barriers, not only in natural barriers in terms of physical barriers, but also genetic barriers. Yes. So a lion will not be attracted to a tigress. interspecies मोहब्बत नहीं होती है. True or not? But we have gone and crossed genetically lion and tiger to get a liger. Yes or no? So that's what we are talking about. That is where again a current affairs thing comes. The biosafety protocol, also called as Cartagena protocol, which prohibits us from fiddling with LMOs, living modified organisms. Yes or no? Current affairs. That is why I told in my classes that apart from the environment classes, if you are doing those morning environment batch, many things can be transferred from there. Do we get that? To control that, we have an international law called Convention on Biodiversity, which talks about number one, conserve biodiversity. Second, sustainably use it. Do not unnecessarily use it. Yes, just for designer things. That should not happen. Countries will make their own law to protect and safeguard. Like India has made its own law. Our law is called what? India के law को क्या बोलते हैं? Biodiversity Act 2002. Yes or no? That will regulate all these things. So what I am trying to say here is you will have a lot of content to bring in. You will have a lot of content to bring in. But the question on factors controlling distribution of plants and animals, is this enough? Is this enough or not? So these factors, if you are able to think and link, I would strongly recommend आज इस पर जाकर short note लिखें. The big problem that you will face is everyone, sir, there are so many points, these are so many factors. How do I write a short note? So simply write on physical factors or natural factors and man-made factors. Already you have classified. True or not? You can talk about in box items, especially for plants. Which plants have been sent across the world. You've heard some of them turning into invasive species. Yes, आपने सुना water hyacinth. वो कमल ककड़ी हर जगह, in all water bodies it has grown up. Eucalyptus another one. Similarly, you can talk about plants also. Yeah, terror of Bengal जब हम बात कर रहे हैं, सारी चीजें हैं नहीं. So plants and animals, if some invasive species have come, you can talk about them. So in a box item, you can talk about this. Yeah, that natural barriers, these were there, then you can talk about it. FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization tells us that 1/3 of the soils, global soils, have been degraded. Their soil capacity goes down. So is it a factor? And a case study. Can you say Syrian war led to a lot of loss of endemic species? Many species were lost, plant species. So we went to get the seeds from a place called, where did we get the seeds? Where there is a reservoir of seeds in the world. एक जगह पे रखा हुआ है, तिजोरी, seed की तिजोरी. International Seed Vault. Have you heard of the International Seed Vault? International Seed Vault. Where is it? Svalbard Island of Norway. So udhar se we got that. Do we get that? So that gives us an idea also how to conserve. That's also there. So I'm saying if man is causing damage, man is also offering solution. हाँ sir, this is why man is good, sir. Something bad, something good. No. It has been realized man जितना कम करे उतना अच्छा भाई. Man should not be there in the picture. Less the better. Man, less the better. Is everyone with me on this? Are we clear? Chale. So how do I study it? How do I study global distribution of plants and animals? Have I given you an idea of possibilism, determinism in this, everyone? And have I given you an idea of factors? Factors can be on either side. You can decide which factors are you going to choose. Clear? ठीक है, यहाँ तक सब सही चल रहा है. Now where do we go? So we can talk about plants and animals. Let us choose one. Study the distribution. If I have to make a choice, and if I have to choose between the two of them, which one would I choose? If I have to choose between the two of them, which one will I choose? जल्दी से बताइए. Plants. Why plants? Quickly, why plants? Why plants? So on the basis of animal distribution will be easy, wider area, primary producer, autotrophs. ठीक है. Number one, ecologically more important. First, plants evolved. Yes or no? Is everyone clear? If plants are not there, animals will not be there. So animals or their distribution is controlled by plants. True? No sir, but animals eat the grass also, so animals can also control in turn. Yes, they can control in turn, but who's the egg, who's the chicken? That's the problem. I'm saying plants are more foundational. Plants are more foundational. Do we get that? Oh, perfect. So now there are people, Indians, who have deposited their money in Indian banks. Get that? And then there are foreign portfolio investors who have deposited their money in Indian markets. Yes, share markets. If any problem happens in India, who will be the first one to run away? Indian in the banks or these foreign portfolio investors? Will Indian get a chance to run away from the banks? Have we seen banks going bankrupt and लोगों का पैसा भी मरता है या नहीं मरता है? Foreign investors will be smart, they will run away. So if you really want to see the sentiment of Indians about Indian economy, you should be counting on the money which Indians have put in the banking system or the foreign investors have put in the financial system. Whose money is more reliable? So Indian money, because this is my country. I'll never leave this. Yes or no? And I will have trust on this. I will tell my government, I'll change my government if things are not happening my way. I live in a democracy. True or not? Inka kya hai? These are opportunist people. If they see, Sri Lanka is not working, then park their money in India. If they see, if something problem happens in India, they will move their money to some other place, some other rising country, say for example BRICS. Russia में होगा तो आजकल रशिया से पैसा निकाल लिया होगा. ये किसी के नहीं. True. Now imagine a disaster strikes somewhere in the world. Who has the ability to run away, if possible, to save from the disaster? Plants or animals? Animals have the ability to run away. Can they migrate? Yes, sir, they can migrate. Who's there stuck forever? Plants. So when you are a geographer and you're looking for something in terms of distribution, can I say plant distribution is more permanent? Yes or no? Animals will migrate, animals will run away. And I'm looking at distribution. So आज मैंने क्या बनाया? This is the tiger region. Ranthambore is the tiger region of Rajasthan. देखा tiger Ranthambore छोड़ के सब जगह चला गया. Now it has come where? It has come to Sariska. Ranthambore में है नहीं. So big problem or not? Going to be a big problem. True. So first of all, who's more foundational? Plants are more foundational. So when we are looking at distribution, we must be looking at the more foundational component, number one. Second thing is when we are looking at permanency, which one should be the permanency part of it? Which one? Plants. So out of the two, when I'm talking about distribution of plants and animals in the world, I will be focusing my distribution more towards plant distribution. Is everyone okay with that? More towards plant distribution. Chalega? Okay. So how do I study global plant distribution? Global plant distribution. So one is there on the land, terrestrial, other is there aquatic. This can be fresh water, this can be salt water or marine. Yes, fresh water can be river, delta, estuary. True or not? Possible? Yes or no? Now I want to tell you, terrestrial distribution of plants can be studied in terms of biotic regions. Terrestrial biotic regions, which are called as biomes. Biotic regions have both plants and animals. So if you want to study the global distribution of plants on land, you should study what? Biomes, terrestrial biomes. Get it? Aquatic, freshwater, seawater, well, there can be many. In fact, I would say too complex. There are many things which we don't even know. So instead of that, what should we study? Special ecosystems. Can you tell me what would those special ecosystems be? Some mangroves. Yes. Estuarine or tidal vegetation. Intertidal, have you heard of that? Intertidal. Estuarine, intertidal. और यहाँ पर क्या होता है? These can be, coral reefs also. Coral are not plants, but they are into that. Can I say seagrass? Seagrass regions possible? Those ecosystems. So freshwater में कुछ नहीं. Freshwater में wetlands. Can there be ecosystems? What are the terrestrial biomes? 3 biomes: forest, grassland, and deserts. Forest can be tropical forest, equatorial forest, temperate forest. Possible? Possible or not? Grassland can be tropical grassland, temperate grassland. Deserts can be, yes, tropical grassland and mid-latitude, tropical desert and mid-latitude deserts. cold deserts. Possible है. हो गया, notes are done. At least the table is done. If you are preparing for the examination, a day before the examination, do we have something ready for us? This is to be done. Everyone with me on this? So what am I going to do now? I'm going to talk about these terrestrial biomes. Okay, terrestrial biomes. इसी में मैं एक और ऐड करना चाहता हूँ. One extra biome which I want to add, which is not falling actually in forest, grassland, and deserts, but is important, gaining more important in terms of climate change, is tundra. Is everyone okay with this? Tundra and ice caps. Clear? So I'm talking about the principal biomes one by one. I will be talking about those principal biomes. If you have any questions, please tell me. My discussion today, I've already declared to you what is it about. And everyone, if instead of biomes, I start seeing them as ecosystems, what would be the difference? If I start seeing them as ecosystems, what would be the difference? क्या लगता है? Biomes are larger. Madhukar, please, yaar. Size, come on. Biomes are spatial study of ecosystem. Ecosystem is not influenced by latitude. What makes you say that? Madhukar, so many ecosystems, so many biomes also. That tells me no matter what badi baatein karke na, these people who are out there on social media saying I did not come here to understand. वो लिख रहा है मैसेज में, अगर समझना होता तो मैं खुद ही समझ लेता, मैं तो नोट्स के लिए आया. Stenographer. Fooling the family, telling them that I'm going to become an IAS officer, banega beta stenographer. I am surprised that people sitting in this class do not know that ecosystem has got both biotic component and abiotic component, which are interacting with each other. But when we are talking of biomes, biomes are only biotic. What are biomes? Plant and animal regions. They're not talking about nutrients. They are not talking about the edaphic factors. Edaphic word means soil. They're not talking about water. They're not talking about air. Ecosystem talks about this. Ecosystem talks about this. And one more thing. Ecosystem talks more about one more thing. Ecosystem is a functional unit. It also talks about the energy flow. So the thermodynamics of it. Energy flow and material cycle. So what is this? This is a thermodynamic system. And you tell me, ecosystems are many, biome are less? Your understanding is zero, absolutely zero then. Seriously. Think about it. Seriously, think about it. Ecosystem is a far bigger unit. It can't even compare. Biomes are छोटी units. Biomes. So biomes are bigger. किसने बताया biomes are bigger? Who said biomes are bigger? And ecosystem are not impacted by latitude. Where do you get that? Kankan, you don't know anything. There is nothing called as equatorial biome. There is nothing called as equatorial biome. Sir, biome not is about latitude, longitude. आप तो कोई किताब पढ़ते ही नहीं, Kankan. What book are you reading? Tell me, honestly tell me. Have you ever read a textbook? Have you ever read a textbook? My question is very simple. So biome not in about. मैं तो बता रहा हूँ, you've read only spectrum. आपके answers रोज तो देखता हूँ. Every day I look at your answer and I know you have no clue about it. Very, very clear. Ecosystem क्या होता है? Ecosystem is a combination of biotic and abiotic and energy flow. If you ask me, ecosystem and biome can't even match that. Biome is just a subset of an ecosystem. In fact, biome is a region. Ecosystem is a system. The problem is the educated people that I have in this class who would be feeling, "Arey teacher to angry ho raha hai," and all that nonsense, which they start doing that. They will say that ecosystem is a boring topic and he's not giving us the notes. They don't even know what ecosystem is about. And if the teacher says, "ये भी नहीं पता है," यार ये गुस्सा हो रहा है. My system has everything. These two are components. And funny part is, from 10th standard, like frogs, teacher are turn करके बता रहे ecosystem. You people are also smiling and still making fun of the fact that ecosystem में equatorial biome होता है. A region. So I live in NCR region. That is a region. Get that? And India has, or Delhi has an administrative system. First of all, can we compare? NCR is a region and Delhi NCR has an administrative system. First of all, we can't compare. Second thing is, NCR will always be a part of Delhi administrative system. Why? Because it will be the boundary. It will be the boundary of this administrative system. यहाँ तक ये rule apply होते हैं. But administrative system will have many more things than just a region. So biome is a very small thing. Biome is about region. अब सर मैंने सुना है biome बड़ा होता है ecosystem से. ये किसने कह दिया? Where did you get this that biome is bigger than ecosystem? Who said that biome is bigger than ecosystem? Give me one example. If you have one example, जो लोग को लगता है नहीं होता है मैंने सुना है. One example. Give me one example which can tell me that a biome is bigger than an ecosystem. Kankan, I also know English. So Kankan has a beautiful English sentence, and I don't know why you adamant on showing ignorance. One region can have many ecosystems. Yes, I'm saying one ecosystem can cover many regions. You're telling me this thing? You want to fool me? Love. मेरे पास तो example भी, आपके पास तो हवाबाजी है, मेरे पास example है. Biosphere reserve can have many wildlife sanctuaries and national parks within it. ठीक है कंकन, अंग्रेजी बोलने से कुछ वो थोड़ी हो जाता है. Are you even listening to me? I'm saying something is a functional unit. Something is a functional unit. A pond is an ecosystem. That is what I'm saying, sir. Grassland is bigger than ponds, sir. Grassland can have ponds in it. Essentially, you're writing something, but the text is not coming. Probably you're using your mobile. So that is why some, I think, texting error is happening. The scripting, computer script error is there. So see, pond is an ecosystem. Grassland is bigger than a pond. Yes. So I want to tell you, ecosystem is a flexible unit. It can range from micro to macro. The largest ecosystem of planet Earth is biosphere. Biosphere includes all biomes. अब बताओ, doesn't biosphere, which is the largest ecosystem of the planet, does it include the grasslands? Does it include the forests? Does it include the deserts? Everything. So if you say one region can have many ecosystems, I can also do that. Again a request. Please do not become a stenographer. Do not become a stenographer. Think and read. People are trying to tell you the difference between a system, a much more holistic concept, versus region. Region is nothing but a distributional concept. Region छोटा भी हो सकता है. Patwari is having a region under this Patwari. SDM, DM, Chief Minister, Prime Minister. ये सब region है. Do we get that? And Indian political system. Which one is bigger? Political system. Region is just a part of it. Because political system, sir, but it can also be a district political system. No, sir. Then though you see the PM's region will be more. But a PM's region will still be area. District political system will have area plus population plus administration plus economics plus law and order plus land revenue. Do you understand? System will be all much bigger. Do we get that? एक ही किताब आप लोग पढ़ रहे हैं. The sad part is only one book you are reading, and that book is Shankar IAS. उसमें ये क्लासिफिकेशन ऐसे दिया हुआ है, and then he writes ecosystem और ऊपर लिख देता biome. This is how they do, and then like frogs we mug it up without even anywhere questioning. Tell me one thing, can I compare brinjal, yes, cucumber, spinach and potato as vegetable? Madhukar is saying, yes sir, one teacher taught us like that. Madhukar, not one teacher, all teachers. All teachers are teaching from the same book, same triangle बनाया हुआ है. So you're asked to compare the vegetables: brinjal, cucumber, spinach, potato, whichever is your favorite. Can you compare or not? So brinjal I don't like, cucumber is this, spinach is green leafy vegetable, potato to zameen ke niche ugta hai, something of that sort. Yes? Can we do that? Mante sabhi log? True. Now will it be fair? Compare brinjal with biryani. Will it be fair to compare brinjal with biryani? If I say biryani, or say for example curd rice, yes, or say for example I am having dal fry. Compare cucumber with biryani. Is it fair or not? It is unfair. Second question is which one is bigger, biryani or brinjal? Nonsense question. But what happened was that book has put biomes on top. That book has put biomes on top. So everybody thinks biome is bigger compared to ecosystem. But the fact is, biome is just a region. Biome is a biotic region. Biome is a biotic region. Comparing it with the ecosystem is wrong. Because ecosystems can be small, can be big, they are functional systems, whereas biome is just a distribution. Now the problem is, go and talk to every teacher, debate with them, tell them that this is wrong, don't tell the students wrong thing, and the students are less students, more bhakts and stenographers. Kya bataएं, kisko bataएं? What all do we tell them? To a small audience which is associated with us, we are at least able to tell them that ecosystem is a holistic concept. Ecosystem is a holistic concept. Is cycle a bigger thing or a cycle tournament is a bigger thing? Sir, we don't compare them. Cycle is a component, sir. Tournament is there. Yes? Priyanka sir, biome is group of similar ecosystems of same general type of physical environment anywhere. Unacademy booklet में लिखा छापा है ना, copy paste, everywhere is copy paste. Everywhere it is copy paste. I'm to saying I to just name the book also. सब लोग वही कह रहे हैं, biome is a collection of ecosystems. अरे एक बात बताओ, everyone. The problem is, this is a region. What is this? This is a region. Everyone, this is a region. This region, say for example, is the grassland region. So can I call it a grassland biome? Yes or no? Now here is a pond here. Here is a pond. Here is a dry patch. Here is a grassy patch. So I'm saying grass ecosystem, dry ecosystem, pond ecosystem, all of them collect and they make biome. No, they don't collect to make a biome. Biome is made as a region, and in that there can be multiple ecosystems. But they are not from the same family. Now you tell me, if that is it, that biome is bigger, so I want to tell you the biggest ecosystem, the same books which you are mugging up, usi pe likha hai, biosphere is the biggest ecosystem of the world, of planet Earth. Yes or no? It is the biggest ecosystem. If biosphere is the biggest ecosystem, isn't grassland a part of it? Isn't savanna a part of it? Isn't selvas or equatorial rainforests a part of it? Then who's bigger? Where is the counter argument now? I'm saying I have a counter argument to this. So simple thing is it foolish to compare a cycle with cycle tournament? Which is bigger? Cycle or cycle tournament? One is a system. System has simple thing. Ecosystem has both biotic and abiotic components. So biome is a region. But again saying, अब किसी ने लिख दिया तो लड़ नहीं सकते, किससे लड़ेंगे? Yes or no? और जाकर फिर they will say, हाँ वो टीचर बहुत ज्यादा चौधरी बन रहा है, उससे ज्यादा आता है. So भाई हमने बहुत सिंपल आपको बता दिया that biomes are regions. These are distributional concept, and ecosystem is a much bigger concept. So when ecosystem is being talked of, instead of just biome, ecosystem will also talk about abiotic things. It will also talk about interaction. So when I'm talking about biome, grassland biome, it is just the region. But when I'm talking about grassland ecosystem, I will say this is an ecosystem under threat of desertification, because another ecosystem is coming in this. When I'm talking of grassland, I will say grassland is a ecotone between forest and desert. Have you suna hai, nahi suna? That is the ecosystem approach. But again saying, it is difficult to tell people who are already, like baptized into mugging up things. So मुश्किल होता है ये कुछ भी change करना. I hope at least you understand that is that. Now tomorrow you go and start explaining people, no, biome is not bigger than ecosystem. It is like telling the world, it is like telling people outside your home that Hindu-Muslim is not a big issue. Issue is about employment. Issue is about poverty alleviation. Issue is about environment conservation. Will they listen to you? When the whole media is talking about that biome is the biggest, biomes are the BAP of ecosystem, should I go and fight Arnab? उसको करने तो Republic channel पे जो करना है. But can we be there? Morning I told a story to the batch. So yesterday I went to a chemist to buy a medicine. I don't know what happened to the chemist. He said, sir, it is very hot. And sir, this is because of global warming. I was very happy to listen to that. I said, good, it is reaching the people, global warming. Then that chemist says, so do you know why is it that? It is because of air conditioner. I was okay with that also. Then he said, you know what, sir, air conditioner releases chlorofluorocarbon. I was not okay with this. Air conditioner does not release chlorofluorocarbon. Yes, it does cooling, but it does not release chloro. But anyways, it releases chlorofluorocarbon. Then what? It creates an ozone hole. Okay, ozone hole. This is also correct. Chlorofluorocarbons lead to ozone hole. Then he says through this hole, heat enters and global warming happens. Do we get that? Now, when you start saying biomes are bigger than ecosystems, this is the status which I feel that my chemist telling me all this. Should I say, chemist, you don't know anything, let me teach you? Should I say this to the chemist? No, I did not say anything to him. I said, I'm so happy that you are aware that global warming is happening. And he says, sir, man is responsible. I said, that's a very, very beautiful message, strong message. And I'm glad that you talked to me. You should talk to others also. We should do something about it. Yes. Let us leave it something to the experts. So I push a chemist into that. But why am I talking about this to you? Because you're expected to be experts. Geography is your optional. GS वाले को कुछ भी चरस दे दो. Hi. Can I be a little strong and stern and tell my students there is a difference between biome and ecosystem? Ecosystem is a more holistic functional unit. Biome is just a region. Yes, it is a plant animal region. Plant and animal region, that is there. Ecosystem has many processes and other things also associated with it. Everyone with me? If you are with me, that's really amazing. Okay? चलिए. So I would want you to write down, and उसमें मुझे कोई किताब से कोई वो नहीं है, सभी ने copy paste किया. Nobody actually sat down to work on it. Another example I'll give you when I'm doing environment with ecology, ecosystem. Then also people need only that one book and copy paste करके, and then they do it. Get that? So quickly, can you take a fresh sheet and tell me what are the principal biomes of Earth? I've already given you. फिर मैं table बनाऊंगा. Rough में, can you quickly do that? Chale, let me write down for you, and an interesting way to write things. Forest. Let me write the forest also. So people who want to make a table, turn your notebook around. Turn your notebook around. Get it? Forest. We're talking about forest now. We're talking about forest. So what do we have in our forest? So forests are equatorial rainforest, tropical deciduous forest. I will include monsoon forests in this. Do you know Indian forests are called monsoon forests? Everyone, please keep writing because this vocabulary will help you. This vocabulary will help you, and I know what to tell you, so don't worry in that. And whatever you read over there, if new concepts are coming, keep learning from them. Then we have temperate deciduous forest. Temperate deciduous forests. Then we have taiga forests. Coniferous forests. Is everyone with me on this? This is about the forest that I'm talking about. Taiga coniferous forests. Then I have grasslands. Tropical grasslands. We call them the Sudan vegetation. Savanna also, Sudan type, savanna type. Then we have temperate grassland. Here I would like to say steppe type. Then I'm going to desert. कल भी हमने soil में भी किया. Remember, we have done this in soil also. Tropical desert. These are on the western margin along 20 to 30 degrees latitude. Hear that? Then we have the mid-latitude deserts. These are called temperate deserts, and they're generally continental interior, not on the margin. So they show the impact of continentality. What do they show? They show the impact of continentality. Everyone with me on this? So we looked at desert also and continentality also. This is what we're talking about. What next? Let us look at this. Then I have the tundra and ice caps. And I want to write this because sometimes they ask us the properties of biomes. Properties of biomes. Yesterday also I gave you a scheme with which you can remember things easily and faster. So that is my intention. What are the properties of these biomes? So the rainfall, what happens to the rainfall as I go down? Quickly. What happens to the rainfall? So rainfall decreases. So can you put this? Rainfall decreases. What happens to the heat? What happens to the heat? Heat increases. Heat increases. Tropical से taiga जा रहे हैं and all that. I know desert is there. बस ये वाला tropical desert छोड़ दो. If I remove this and look at the table, no बच्चों, remember this. I am going from here to here. What is happening to the heat? Again, mechanical interpretation. If you can't, तो बड़ी दिक्कत है. Heat is reducing. I know tropical deserts are, they will have heat. They can be tropical, but as I am eventually broadly when I am going, what is happening? It's reduced. Can I say latitudinal heat? Latitudinal. Yes or no? So what happens to the growing season? Growing season. What happens to the growing season? So it decreases. Okay. Growing season. What happens to the biodiversity? Everyone? Biodiversity. What happens to the biodiversity? That also goes down. Biodiversity will go down. So what will happen to the nutrient cycling? What will happen to the nutrient cycling? Decrease. What will happen to the productivity? Productivity is you are picking up nutrients, converting it into biomass. Plants do that, no? Photosynthesis and all that. What is happening to the productivity? It's decreasing. Yes or no? Everyone. So this is what is expected in this. This is what is expected, or ये हो भी रहा है, होना भी चाहिए. This is what is expected. This is happening, and this should happen further. This is what we are looking at. Is everyone with me on this? So I'm looking at this only, and it should happen also. Now I have a question to everyone. Pay attention. Pay attention to my question. I was teaching in my morning class. That recent studies indicate that the net primary productivity (NPP), net primary productivity of the tundra biome is increasing. Net primary productivity of tundra biome is increasing. It should decrease, but it is increasing. What does it tell? That means rainfall must be increasing. That means heat must be increasing. That means growing season must be increasing. That means biodiversity. अरे ये सब तो abnormal है. This is all abnormal. This is an outcome of climate change. Abnormal, but looks favorable for tundra. Does it look favorable for tundra or not? उनका तो growing season भी बड़ा हो गया, and other things are also there. Yes, it is happening. So it is removing all the snow cover from there. If the snow cover is reduced, the planet's albedo is reduced. More heating will happen. Permafrost will melt. Methane will be released. So it is a double problem. One is on one hand, अच्छा लग रहा है सब. On the other hand, things are going for a collapse in the long run. Did I just now connect current affairs to a static topic? Can such idea go in introduction and conclusion? Make sense? That is what I am inviting you to. Then be intelligent and work in them one by one. So हम forest biome की बात कर रहे हैं, and if I choose to talk of it as an ecosystem, forest biome, I will treat it as ecosystem. चलेगा? Treating something as an ecosystem. Treating something as an ecosystem means you are going to look at other variables also and give it a more holistic approach. Are you happy if I do that? If I become more holistic? Yes, so I will try and be more holistic. This is what I am going to try. So forest biome. So first one is equatorial rainforest. Is everyone okay? What is the location? 5 to 5 degrees north and south. Yes, places of South America. Remember Brazil, Brazilian selvas. Have you heard of selvas? Yes, Congo Basin and Southeast Asia archipelago. Everyone, where have you come across this climate? Where have you read this? Hot and humid, rainfall more than 200 centimeter and 18 degrees Celsius and above. So GC everyone, I also want to tell you, if you have not read GC first of all, stenographers are not even reading GC they are here to dictation. So unko stenography chahiye. Is it available in my table also? To all the stenographers. जिनको नोट्स का चस्का है, इधर दिया हुआ है, this is here, this is here, this is rainfall, and their soil also. What is the soil, everyone? It's a lato soil. Can I say edaphic? Edaphic means soil. Lato soil. True. Did you read in GC Leong there is something called as double rainfall maxima? Double rainfall maxima. True or not? Are you with me on this? Double rainfall maxima. Everyone tell me. I did not talk about plants and animals. Am I talking about biome alone, or am I talking about the properties of an ecosystem? This is an ecosystem. Can I say very high nutrient cycling in these soils? Yes or no? Can I say a lot of leaching in these soils? Can I say a lot of leaching in these soils? Can I say this is good for silviculture only? But what is happening? Shifting cultivation is happening. True. Can I say that or not? Can I also say ecologically, huge deforestation has happened over here. Huge deforestation has happened over here. They have turned net negative in terms of carbon dioxide emissions. Do you remember that equatorial rainforests are absorbing more than releasing? ऐसा सुना है या नहीं सुना? Have you heard this or not? ऐसा सुना तो है. True. Carbon sinks, they are no longer that carbon sinks. Now tell me, till now, have I talked about plants and animals? Have I talked about plants and animals? This is ecosystem. Do you see the difference? Ecosystem is talking about the abiotic component, the interactions which is happening. I'm saying these are suffering from, because of deforestation, what is happening? Lateralization. True or not? Lateralization is happening. And in fact, I want to tell you, droughts have become common in Brazil. Brazilian equatorial forest, droughts have become common. Now let me bring the biome part of it, flora and fauna. Flora and fauna. In flora, I would like to make this, even when I have foundation, maybe I've made this, no? What is this? Did we say multi-storied equatorial rainforest? They are dense, they are highly biodiverse. No light penetrates to the bottom. Yes, so no undergrowth, no grasses over there. Because light is not reaching, so the grasses are also not there. Is everyone with me on this? Light is not reaching, so the grasses are also not there. Clear? As a result, they only have other plants which they have apart from forest is epiphytes and parasites. What are epiphytes? That take support. Epiphytes are the ones, the plants that take support. Creepers and lianas. ऐसे सुना आपने? यहाँ पे सुना है creepers and lianas. Creepers and lianas. The biodiversity is high, the nutrient cycling and everything we have talked about on a small little sheet. Creepers and lianas. When we are talking about fauna is a very characteristic thing about this is absence of large animals. So when we are talking about large animal or higher order animal यहाँ पर कम है. क्यों कम? Why they are less? Higher order animal are less because there is no, देखो प्रियंका, स्पेस की कमी. प्रियंका कहाँ से पढ़ रहे यार? Do you read some books? GC Leong में भी लिखा हुआ है यार. Higher order animals require a food chain. Grass, herbivores, carnivores. Grass है नहीं. Grass नहीं है तो हिरन नहीं है. Yes, then those are not there. तो देखो trees are too high. इसलिए खाना नहीं है क्योंकि सर पेड़ बहुत ऊंचा है. कहाँ से लाते हो यार सर? कोई किताब पढ़े हो? प्रियंका बोली ग्राउंड फॉर रनिंग नहीं है ना, बेचारा दौड़ नहीं सकता है इसलिए नहीं हो। कितना सुंदर। और कुछ अमर चित्रकथा लॉजिक लगाया तो सर वही कह रहे हैं, जस्ट थिंकिंग सो फिर हो जाएगा। कनकन कनकन हमेशा सेंटेंस लगा देता है, सर लुक्स लाइक फ्रस्ट्रेटेड। कनकन अगर मैं सच में कहूँ किसी से, अगर मैं थका हूँ तो तुम्हारे आंसर से थका हूँ, एंड बड़े मजे से लॉट्स ऑफ लर्निंग लगाते हो स्टैंडर्ड। इसने ना वो अपना आपके मोबाइल में कॉल आता है ना, आई विल कॉल यस लॉट्स ऑफ लर्निंग, ये सब लगाता है कि उसने फिक्स रख रखे लॉट्स ऑफ लर्निंग, ये वो मजे ले रहा है क्लास में, कभी किताब नहीं पढ़ेगा, कुछ भी आके बोलेगा सर लुक्स फ्रस्ट्रेटेड। उसके बाद क्या होगा, सर लुक्स फ्रस्ट्रेटेड, सर लुक्स एंग्री, सर लुक्स ये वो सब हवा बनाएगा, पढ़ने वढ़ने का कुछ होता है, लॉट्स ऑफ लाफ भी होता है। सो कंकन ऑल ऑफ अस, पहले तो नाम तेरा दुष्यंत है, बोलते सर मैं नाम चेंज नहीं कर सकता, मेरा नाम कंकन है, ये सॉरी सर, ये वाला इसका प्रीफेड है, ये 5-6 टीचर्स की क्लास करता रहता है, सबके में प्रीफेड है, सब में डालता रहता है, जस्ट टू स्टे अवेक, जस्ट टू एंजॉय। बहुत अच्छी बात है कंकन, अच्छी बात है, बट व्हाई नॉट कन्वर्ट इट इनटू रिजल्ट्स, कुछ पढ़ोगे तो सब मजे में भाई, वो सब प्रीफिक्स है। अगर तुम लोग टीचर को देखते हो भाई, टीचर भी तो देखता है दुष्यंत दुष्यंत कंकन जो भी है, और आंसर भी सबमिट करता है। इसका आंसर अगर यहाँ पे शेयर कर दूंगा, आप सब ग्रुप फ्रस्ट्रेशन हो जाएगा। तो कंकन हमें भी दिखाई देता है बच्चे, यू जस्ट प्लेइंग अ गेम, दैट्स ओके। गुड लाइटर मोमेंट वी हैड बिकॉज ऑफ यू। अब थोड़ा सीरियस नोट पर आ जाते हैं। डू वी गेट दैट एवरीवन? आई हैव अ रिक्वेस्ट भाई, अपना जीसी लॉन्ग रिवाइज कर लो। आई नो यू आर थिंकिंग ये कोई लॉजिक नहीं है ना। अब एक बात बताइए, प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स दे आर नॉट देयर इन द फॉरेस्ट, क्योंकि भागने की जगह नहीं है ना। क्या लॉजिक है ये? बिकॉज देयर इज नॉट मच प्लेस टू रन, इसलिए हायर ऑर्डर एनिमल नहीं है उधर। बताओ यार, प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स आर नॉट लुकिंग फॉर, अरे बोर हो रहे फिटनेस के लिए वी विल वॉक, यस ऐसा नहीं है। प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स आर लुकिंग फॉर फूड, दैट इज सिंपल थर्मोडायनामिक्स। फूड इज नॉट अवेलेबल। व्हाट इज नॉट अवेलेबल? ग्रास। ग्रास इज नॉट देयर, व्हाई? बिकॉज मैं तो ये भी बताना चाहता हूँ, आई रोट हियर, किधर लिखा हमने, नो अंडरग्रोथ। ये रट लेगा, लिख लेगा, विल नॉट अंडरस्टैंड द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ दिस फ्रेज, that because sunlight doesn't penetrate, there is no grass. Undergrowth means grass. In India we have monsoon forest which have trees which are far spaced out, and there we have a lot of grass. ये इसलिए नहीं है बेटा दौड़ लगाने के लिए, दौड़ लगाओ, ये जो हमारे यहाँ माँ बाप बचपन से ओलंपिक दौड़वाते ना, बेटा दौड़ो, बेटा दौड़ो, दौड़ने के लिए नहीं बच्चे। These are called open forests, whereas these are called closed forest or dense forest. Open forest में there is a lot of patch, and in this patch grasses are there, so herbivores will come. When herbivores will come, then carnivores will come, then omnivores will come. ठीक है? तो दौड़ लगाने वाला लॉजिक भाई छोड़ दो, थर्मोडायनेमिक्स लगाना है। Do we get that? So absence of large animal, because that is not there. In fact, this is called a gigantic zoo of lower order animal. लोअर ऑर्डर एनिमल्स क्या होते हैं? बैक्टीरिया, सिमिलर माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स, बैक्टीरिया हो सकते हैं, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स हो सकते हैं, और अभी सही का वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस थिंग लोअर ऑर्डर ना, रेप्टाइल इज नॉट अ लोअर ऑर्डर एनिमल, इंसेक्ट्स। ठीक है? सो ऑन लैंड वी हैव बैक्टीरिया, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स, इंसेक्ट्स, बट इन वाटर, इन रिवर्स वी कैन हैव एम्फीबियंस, यस, एंड रेप्टाइल्स। सो आप देखेंगे यहाँ पर एनाकोंडा, यस, स्नेक्स, क्रोकोडाइल्स, यस, रेप्टाइल्स ये खूब मिलेंगे। रही बात और एनिमल की, तो यू वुड फाइंड दैट दीज इक्वेटोरियल रेन फॉरेस्ट का एक बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग वो है, हमारे पास साइलेंट वैली है ना, इंडिया हैज साइलेंट वैली। इक्वेटोरियल रेन फॉरेस्ट आर ऑलवेज नॉइजी, दे आर ऑलवेज नॉइजी। किस वजह से? दो कारणों से दे आर ऑलवेज नॉइजी। नॉट बर्ड्स पूर्वी, सिकाडा को हिंदी में बोलते हैं झिंगुर। और देखो खुशी, रेनफॉल कहाँ से यार, मतलब एकदम से मुझे मतलब वो मूवी याद आ गई, राज, अंधेरे में पानी टपक रहा है, एकदम ठंडी हवाओं की आवाज। यस सर, जंगल में आवाज आती रहती है क्योंकि पानी टपकता है। डोंट थिंक लाइक एकता कपूर। यस, सीधा विपाशा बासु, पानी टपक रहा है, टप टप टप, यस, कुछ भी शांत नहीं है। सिकाडा, झिंगुर की आवाज आती है। दूसरा, बंदर की आवाज आती है। मंकीज मिलेंगे यहाँ पर बहुत। आर्बोरियल क्रीचर, आर्बोरियल क्या होता है? आर्बोरियल, बोरियल कम्स फ्रॉम द वर्ड ट्री, ट्री ड्वेलर्स, क्योंकि पेड़ है ना बहुत सारे, तो पेड़ पे रहने वाले मिल जाएंगे। सो वी विल फाइंड ट्री लिविंग एनिमल्स व्हिच आर monkeys, and in India we have a region which has equatorial rainforest like vegetation, but it is silent. Why? Because उधर cicadas नहीं है, that is why it is silent valley. ठीक है? तो एक ने दौड़ लगा दी, उससे उसकी वजह से नहीं है, दौड़ने को जगह नहीं है। दूसरा, आवाज क्यों होती है? टप टप टप। इस पे कनकन लिखेगा सर लुक्स फ्रस्ट्रेटेड। बहुत सही यार, कभी तो सरप्राइज करो। फ्रॉग्स भी होते, say like I said, you know all those amphibians will be there, lower order ना amphibians। सी पहले क्या आया? इंसेक्ट्स, वो आ गए, फिर फिश आ गए, फिश के बाद एम्फीबियंस एंड देन रेप्टाइल्स। सो एम्फीबियंस तो होंगे, एम्फीबियंस विल बी देयर। इंसेक्ट्स, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स, रेप्टाइल्स, एम्फीबियंस। ठीक है सर, स्लॉथ हो सकता है। अरे यार होने को तो तुमने प्यूमा भी देखा, प्यूमा इज अ कैट और नॉट? होता है प्यूमा कैट होती है कि उसमें होता है, पेड़ पे रहती है ना, तो चुन चुन के एक जानवर ढूंढेगा, एंड सच में क्वेश्चन आगे तब दौड़ेगा। एंड रिमेंबर, इफ यू आर इन इक्वेटोरियल रेन फॉरेस्ट, ज्योग्राफी क्लास में इट वाज टोल्ड देयर इज नो प्लेस टू रन। सो नेक्स्ट टाइम अगर किसी को बुरा भला कहना है, ठीक है, डोंट यूज अब्यूजिव लैंग्वेज। वन इज यू कैन से दौड़ा दौड़ा के मारूंगा, नाउ यू कैन मेक इट पेनफुल। दौड़ा दौड़ा के इक्वेटोरियल रेन फॉरेस्ट में मारूंगा, ठीक है, दौड़ तो पाएगा नहीं, कितना सही। ज्योग्राफी क्लास में इक्वेटोरियल रेन फॉरेस्ट में दौड़ा दौड़ा के मारूंगा, सच पेनफुल वाला अगर तुमने उसको बोल दिया, उसके होश उड़ जाएंगे। ट्रू एवरीवन, ये तो बहुत है लिखने के लिए यार। हाँ बिल्कुल, सैयद ने कहा दिस इज अ ज्योग्राफिकल अब्यूज, आई विल मेक यू रन इन द इक्वेटोरियल रेन फॉरेस्ट एंड किल यू। Do we get that? Everyone, please have a look at this. This is how you write on a biome. I told you that such questions have been asked in the past. Such questions have been asked in the past. Is everyone comfortable? And did you see, everyone, please pay attention. Did you see that this line, everything above this line is non-biotic, abiotic. Ecological hai, man use hai, edaphic hai, and everything. Only the one which is below is biotic, biomes. Do we get that? So why did I talk about other things also? Because I said I will treat it as an ecosystem. Can I also say that this is a climax ecosystem? Can I also say that after fire in these forests or chopping of these forests, secondary succession is happening? You know, primary succession, secondary succession in ecology. If you don't know it, don't worry. The next unit is environment geography, I'll tell you. And I told you the vegetation which comes in secondary succession is not in equatorial rainforest, is not very very fertile and very very strong. So इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? बेलूकार्ड्स। ऐसा भी लिखा है इसीलिए आई कैन कीप ऑन एडिंग एज मच एज यू वांट, जितना कहोगे मैं ऐड करता रहूंगा। आई कीप ऑन एडिंग, बट द फैक्ट इज आई नीड टू ड्रॉ अ लाइन एंड डू यू वेरी क्लियरली सी दैट बायोम इज अ मच restricted concept. Do not see it. Sort of everyone, if I ask you a similarity between brinjal and biryani, how many of you would say है अभी यहाँ चला गया, brinjal and biryani are same because they start with the letter B? कितने लोग ऐसा बोलो? So brinjal is same as biryani because they start with B. Obviously that doesn't make anything. So when people say no, which one is bigger, biome or ecosystem, I clearly get to know that they are comparing two things which cannot be compared. But now somebody has compared in a book, and वो भी देसी ने विदेशी ने कुछ कर दिया तो हम लोगों ने कॉपी पेस्ट मारा। And remember, copy paste में a time comes when a lie becomes stronger than the truth. Yes, a lie repeated becomes stronger than the truth. True. Say for example, if you listen to the sound of universe, it is saying om. मानते हो कि नहीं मानते हो? घर में पूछ लेना किसी से, सब बता देंगे ओम की आवाज आ रही है। उधर से all aliens are busy over there. One of them is always on constant duty. तू ओम बोलता रही हो because earthlings are listening. ओम जाना चाहिए. So aliens are roaming across the solar system. Yes or no? But one of them has been given the duty to ओम बोलता रही हो. So that is there. Yes or no? पूछ लेना, ओम की आवाज आती है, सब कुछ वहीं से आ रहा है। ओम ही हर एक की संरचना में, जड़ में ओम है। ओम ओमकार है या नहीं? आप भी मानते हो, मैं भी मानता हूं। You keep telling lies and they, और अगर लोग नहीं मान रहे, if people are not believing on that, तो आगे क्या लगा देना? नासा ने बताया है। True? ये नासा ने बताया, नशा में पता चला, आई डोंट नो, बट नासा ने बताया। नासा का भी नाश हो चुका है पूरा का पूरा। नासा सोच रही हमने क्या क्या बता दिया। इंडियन से एक बार लिस्ट बनवा लेते हैं। एंड रिमेंबर देयर मेनी स्टेनोग्राफर यूपीएससी एस्पिरेंट्स, उनसे लिस्ट बनवा लो, दे विल गिव ऑल। ओम की आवाज आ रही है। सर टॉप पे हमारा कौन सा फॉरेस्ट है? सर बाबा ने भी यही बताया था। एंड व्हाट अबाउट दैट? पीकॉक्स थ्रू टीयर्स बच्चे पैदा करते हैं। पीकॉक्स नेवर मेट। पीकॉक एंड पीहन, दे हैव नो इंटरेक्शन। वो आंसू डालता है, आंसू से, कहां से लाया? टीयर से बच्चे होते हैं, है ना? वो तो बाबा नहीं कह रही, बाबी कह रही है। अभिषेक बोला ढोंगी बाबा, बहन जी, माता जी बोल रही है, मेन विमेन ऑल ऑफ देम आर देयर। प्लीज, इवन ना बॉटनिस्ट्स एंड जूलॉजिस्ट वंडर कहां से लाता है लॉजिक। व्हाटएवर हैज नॉट बीन फाउंड इन आयुर्वेदा टिल नाउ, दे फाइंड आउट देयर। फिर अभी बोलेगा कि सर यू आर मेकिंग फन ऑफ इंडियन ट्रेडिशन एंड दिस थिंग, एंड ये किसी और धर्म के बारे में करके बताओ, तब पता चलेगा। So a new logic comes. So I'm saying जितना इंटरप्रिटेशन कुरान का उसके इंटरप्रेटर्स ने कर दिया, उतना कुरान ने कभी लिखा भी नहीं था, बट इंटरप्रिटेशन। वैसे आयुर्वेद का जो इंटरप्रिटेशन हमने कर दिया उसमें लिखा नहीं है, बट कर देगा। जहां ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग नहीं करनी है वहां कर देगा. Where brainstorming is needed, there won't do, but where it is not needed, उधर करेगा. So that's the funny part of it. That's what we are. अपनी चीजों पर गर्व नहीं करते तुम लोग, अंग्रेजों का दिमाग. या मतलब it's so amazing. Recently I saw a Baba talking about English. आज तक आपके बच्चे इंग्लिश कर रहे हैं. We are the Indians who have done a lot of damage to Hindi and English सीख कर आपने नाश कर दिया. I want to tell you, I have worked abroad and everything. English is a commercial language also. Yes or no? And I also want to tell you that read our scriptures. They say India की diversity में learn many languages and a language that helps you prosper economically. तो क्या दिक्कत है? I don't think so that I can speak English that takes away my mother tongue, which is Hindi. Doesn't happen. I want to tell you, we were very happy that Chinese do not know how to speak English because they are not able to compete with us on many counts where English is needed, true or not. Remember, when the country is having such a youthful population which can be productively engaged, you tell them ban English. Then only any language can prosper. I don't understand. If I want to promote Marathi, then I should work on Marathi or not? Honestly tell me, everyone, honestly tell me, there is one Baba who is saying ban English. Okay? This will be important to revive Hindi. And I'm saying there is an engineer who has books only in English. Nobody is reading or writing books in Hindi. The Baba will not say this, that convert this into Hindi so that Hindi is revived. He will never say that because this will actually revive Hindi. True or not? Tell me, students who were non-English background, regional students also sitting over here, do you see that those books are not available in vernaculars? If you really want to improve the vernaculars, Hindi, Tamil, Marathi, Gujarati and all that, the Baba, the fund that he's collecting, he should put people in translating jobs. Will it add to the intellect also or not? Now what is he doing? Sensation. He's just creating sensation. And you know what? This funny Baba knows English very well. And you know what? He wants Indians for numbers to create crowds on television, and he wants Westerners for donation. Do you get that? चंदा उधर से लाएगा, बंदा इधर का इकट्ठा करेगा. He will rake up such issues जिसमें sensation बनेगा, and he says that these are my followers. आजकल ऑनलाइन में क्या हो गया? Subscriber base. ये सर इंग्लिश में समझाता है कि इंग्लिश को बंद करो. True. सबको समझा रहे हो. And you know what logic will he give? He will give the logic that so that I can reach out to the Indians who don't know Hindi. That is why I am speaking English. So look at the double standards which they have. And I really don't understand that if Indian youth is versatile, is equipped with a global commercial language and his or her mother tongue also, isn't that a beautiful thing? Isn't that the most desirable thing? That's the most desirable thing. Yes or no? You learned mathematics when you were a kid. Yes. Is mathematics against Sanskrit? But today I can make mathematics fight Sanskrit also. When the Hindu-Muslim story is over, when the Bhujia Jihad is over, then what will I do? Let's fight humanities with this. Humanities with science. कर सकते कि नहीं कर सकते? Mood of the day. True. So let's not get into that. Very clearly, we are looking at ecosystems are big systems, and in that biomes are also there. And we can think, we can brainstorm to create bigger things. First forest is equatorial rainforest. Is everyone okay? Then what do we have? Deciduous forest. Yes, dry deciduous moist forest. Now I want to tell you that I don't want to know the properties of deciduous forest. मुझे पता ही नहीं करनी. I straight away, can I come to taiga? Suppose, या इधर रखता हूँ. Let me write here. Taiga, you can turn your notebook around. In between we will have deciduous. Is everyone with me on this? I'm just demonstrating how smartly we can learn things over here. Can I put a tick mark on equatorial rainforest that you have done enough in this? Do you know the location of equatorial rainforest? Yes sir, I know that. Taiga, 60 to 70 degree north. Everyone with me? Yes? Perfect. Places, location में can I say Alaska, Canada, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Russia, Siberia. Can I say southern hemisphere cross? We don't have a taiga belt in southern hemisphere. Can you tell me why? Why don't we have a taiga belt in southern hemisphere, everyone? What an hemisphere, no land over there. Perfect. What is the climate over there? So cold and humid, 60 to 70 centimeter. So how can 70 centimeter be humid, sir? 200 centimeter is humid. No, for that area which is very cold, even 70 is more than enough. Humid is not to do with kitna bottle chadhate ho. It is about what is the demand and supply. What is the demand and supply? Is everyone with me on this? Simple. Do we understand? We understand this also. Okay, climate is cold and humid. That is also done. Location is also done. Can I say the soil is podzol? Ash gray podzol. Can I say that now? Ash gray podzol is there. Here also leaching happens. Does leaching happens? Acidic soil. Podzolization. Yes or no? Low humus. Done. Does it have double maxima? No, it doesn't have double maxima. Climate भी हो गया, soil भी हो गया. What are the problems over here? I think problem is because of global warming. Recently, Canadian forests were catching forest fire. Have you heard of this? Forest fire. हो रहा है इधर. Forest fire is happening. इधर softwood species है. Softwood species. Heat dome. Okay, heat dome is there. I've understood that also. Can I say this is the area where commercial lumbering is happening? Can I say because of climate change? Because of climate change, recent study shows that the growing season is small. How much is the growing season? Generally 2 to 3 months. But is growing is increasing. 2 months, 2 to 3 months increasing. Why? Because of global warming. True or not? ये टाइगर है. टाइगर में लोग क्या काम करते हैं? लंबर जैक. आपने सुना लंबर जैक्स आर देयर. The farmers during the winters they will go over there. अच्छा. They have frozen rivers. ऐसा सुना? Lumberjack will cut the tree and put it in the frozen river. When the ice melts, the logs will come down. Will you read somewhere like this? I am saying that meltwater in rivers is increasing. Rivers में meltwater increase हो रहा है. Problem है? True. Now let us look at the flora and fauna. Flora are conifers. Some species, अच्छा वहाँ species नहीं लिखी, sorry. I forgot the species. जल्दी से नाम बताओ. Ebony, mahogany, rosewood. Can I say these are hardwood? They are heavy. They don't float. They are difficult to cut. The forests are also very dense. Yes or no? So difficult to commercially exploit. Here what do we have? Few species. That too adapted. What kind of adapted? Needle leaves. Conical canopy. ऐसा है. Few species कौन से हैं? Fir, spruce, larch. ऐसा सुना है? Pine. 4 species है. रट लो यार. 4 species are there. These are evergreen forests. Sir, ये भी evergreen थे. Oh, these were evergreen forests but deciduous trees. Have I already talked about this? Evergreen forests but deciduous trees. So I'm not repeating. Trees are deciduous, but the forests are evergreen. Everyone with me on this? Clear है? बहुत अच्छी बात है. Get that? Long winters, short summers. So in short summers, agriculture is possible. Short summers, some agriculture is possible, but in these countries, commercial lumbering has happened, commercial forestry. And because of commercial forestry, you will find paper industry and other industries thrive very well over here. So इधर ये सारी industries ज़्यादा है. Everyone with me on this? Any questions, please ask. Any questions, please ask. Let me look at the fauna. अच्छा, trees का एक और चीज था. Their biodiversity was high. Here the trees are in pure stands. Remember? Remember pure stands? यहाँ पर फाउना क्या होगा? क्या मिलता है यहाँ पर? फॉक्स, पूर्वी पोलर बेयर. क्या बात कर रहे हो यार? पोलर बेयर हरे भरे जंगल में. तुम तो ये भी नहीं समझ पा रहे किसकी बात हो रही. 60 to 70 की बात हो रही. 60 to 70 की बात हो रही. पोलर बेयर आर्कटिक में रह रहा बेचारा. जहां का था वहां का फाउना तुमने सोचा नहीं. अभी तो कुछ भी डाल दे रहे हो. इसलिए कह रहा हूँ, क्लास में कुछ भी बता लो, होगा कुछ नहीं वहां पर. वुल्फ्स हैं, रेनडियर है. यस. फॉक्स वुल्फ है तो रैबिट भी हो सकता है. उनका फूड चेन होगा. यस. और क्या होगा? अब इंडिया की बायोडाइवर्सिटी नहीं पता, प्लांट एनिमल हमको पता ही नहीं, तो कैसे होगा? बार बार स्नो लेपर्ड लिखने से. अभी बताया कि पोलर बेयर नहीं होगा ज्यादा. तो स्नो लेपर्ड यहाँ पर होगा क्या? सोच तो रहा नहीं ना सौरभ? सर सोचा मैंने तो आया, जब 60 to 70 के बाद एक पूरा का पूरा टंड्रा बेल्ट है, उधर नहीं होगा क्या? स्नो लेपर्ड होने का चांस टंड्रा में ज्यादा है या इसमें ज्यादा है? इसलिए बताया कि बुक्स पढ़ो, और बुक्स आप पढ़ोगे नहीं, nobody is interested in books, and shamelessly some people will say I did not pay for that, I did not pay for books. वो होता तो why would I join coaching? Well, you join coaching for gaining some wisdom, I guess. You came here for this, okay, I'll give you this. मतलब पैसा दिया, ये रात पर टाइगर, टाइगर है फर बियरिंग एनिमल, मुस्क्रैट, मिंक, ऑटर, सिल्वर फॉक्स, बेयर, वुल्फ, लिंक्स। हर्बीवोर भी होगा। हर्बीवोर कौन हो गया आपका? रैबिट हो गया। वर्टिब्रेट भी होगा विद फॉलेजेस। आया पोर में बाइसन्स विल कम, याक भी आ सकता है, बट वो सब थोड़े उस तरफ जाएंगे। रट लेंगे या नहीं रट लेंगे, आई हैव नो इशू, बिकॉज एक और बेल्ट भी तो है मेरे पास, टंड्रा बेल्ट भी है। टंड्रा बेल्ट के लिए मैं पोलर बेयर रखूंगा, हेवी स्नो जहां पर है वहां रखूंगा ना स्नो लेपर्ड। बट रट के बैठो, ठंडा होगा तो स्नो लेपर्ड होगा, एक ही एनिमल पता है मुझे, ओनली वन एनिमल, मैं उसी से सब करने वाला हूँ। एंड अभी तो ये भी हो चुका है दैट इवन इफ आई रिक्वेस्ट कि क्यों बच्चों ये पढ़ लोगे अपने आप, एटलीस्ट विल यू डू द टेबल, विल यू डू द होमवर्क। एक तो होमवर्क बंद कर दिया, बात बड़ी बड़ी कर रहे थे सब लोग, होमवर्क हैज कम टू एन एंड। आई हैड आस्क्ड यू टू वर्क ऑन सॉइल्स, रिमेंबर 11 ऑर्डर्स ऑफ सॉइल, किसी ने किया होगा? अभी तो आप मन से बोल रहे हैं, मन की बात कर रहे हैं, मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर डूइंग मन की बात। तो मन की बात में तो कुछ भी पॉसिबल है, ऐसा ना, परीक्षा पे चर्चा, एग्जाम पे चर्चा, और बच्चे क्लैप भी करेंगे। देयर आर सर्टेन थिंग्स दैट वी नीड टू पिक अप। सो आई हैव अ रिक्वेस्ट कि यहाँ पर उस एरिया का एक पिक्चर बनाना है, माइंड में पिक्चर बनाना है, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ एनिमल्स। सो इफ यू आर गोइंग टू हिली एरियाज वेयर देयर आर फॉरेस्ट्स, हिली फॉरेस्ट्स आर देयर, कोनिफर फॉरेस्ट, नॉट द स्नो कवर्ड पीक्स, not the snow covered peaks. What will you get? वहाँ भालू मिलेगा, लोमड़ी मिलेगा, like bear is there, otter, mink we are talking about. अभी मैंने आपको बोला बीवर, बीवर पहुंच गया, कहाँ पहुंच गया? मॉर्निंग में बताया था बीवर। So that is what I'm saying, start creating some ideas on this. ये टेबल आज देखेंगे जाकर, दिस एरिया इज इंपॉर्टेंट, मेनी पीपल डू नॉट नो मच अबाउट एनिमल्स, दे आर सो ह्यूमन इन लाइफ, they are so human in life that they have no respect for animal. प्लांट भी दो चार ही पता है। Can we look at the animal column, just the animal column today? Everyone okay with that? I would want everyone to look at that. Otter, silver fox, wolf हो गया, bear ले लो, yes, bear, sloth bear, grizzly bear, reach होता है, भालू होता है, वो सब यहाँ पर मिलने वाला है, ठीक है। Plus herbivores will be there, herbivores are going to be there. Now everyone, if I talk of deciduous forest, ठीक है, यहाँ पे न्यूट्रिएंट साइक्लिंग कैसी होगी, फास्ट या स्लो? Everyone, how would the nutrient cycling be here? Fast or slow? Nutrient cycling is going to be slow. Why? Because we don't have bacterial activity, we have fungal disintegration. Remember, fungal decomposition. Compared to bacteria, fungal decomposition is slow. So nutrient cycling is slow. 2 to 3 months, and because of increasing to 4 months because of climate change, only 4 months there will be heat. Yes, equatorial rainforest all 12 months. Can I say they are working all 12 months growth season? And इधर कितना season है? 4 months maximum. So where would be more activity, more productivity? This is going to be here. Is everyone okay with this? Do you understand? समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है? Now a very simple thing, I want everyone to do this exercise. इधर रख दिया equatorial, इधर रख दिया tiger. If I ask you deciduous forest, yes, in terms of location, in terms of climate, in terms of soil, in terms of nutrient cycling, in terms of growth or productivity, what will it be? Quickly think about it. फिर plants and animals कर लेंगे, जल्दी से बताइए। Everyone, equatorial location 15 to कितना कराया? 55 पूर्वी 55 15 to 55 कहाँ से लाए हो ये? 15 to 45 व्हाट यार? वो देखो दिव्यांशु 0 से 30 ले आया। भाई ये क्या मूंगफली छिल रहे थे इधर? व्हाट वाज हैपनिंग? ये इधर हमने कुछ किया था कि नहीं किया था? 5 डिग्रीज नॉर्थ एंड साउथ। तो यहीं से अगर मुझे वो करना है तो रेन फॉरेस्ट का क्या करूँ? ये रेन फॉरेस्ट भी होता है, ऊपर नीचे लैटिट्यूडनल बेल्ट आल्सो शिफ्ट्स। बोला 0, कोई दिमाग कुछ नहीं लगाना है, आके यहीं पे क्लास में सीखना शुरू करता है। अरे 10 डिग्री से शुरू होगा, इक्वेटोरियल बेल्ट जो है वो खत्म हो जाएगी, ट्रांजिशन फ्रॉम दैट विल बी देयर एंड शुड रीच दैट 30 डिग्रीज नॉर्थ एंड साउथ, दैट कैन बी देयर। ट्रू और नॉट? सो 30 to 45 दैट इज वार्म टेम्परेट। जिस लियोन का बॉक्स यू हैव नॉट रियलाइज दैट वार्म टेम्परेट, उसमें चाइना टाइप हो सकता है, थोड़ा बहुत हो सकता है। यस, सो मे बी समवेयर 30 to 45 ईस्ट कोस्ट। ईस्ट कोस्ट में हो सकता है थोड़ा बहुत, ईस्ट कोस्ट में। वाई ईस्टर्न मार्जिन? वाई? बिकॉज ऑफ चाइना टाइप। तो सोच ही नहीं पा रहे क्लाइमेट क्या होगा। 200 सेंटीमीटर्स, 70 सेंटीमीटर, कैन आई से इंटरमीडिएट? व्हाट इज दिस? लेटोसोल। व्हाट इज दिस? पोर्टजोल। कैन आई से इंटरमीडिएट? So what do you mean by intermediate? Well, intermediate can be less than 200. So can I say 200 to 70? What is intermediate? Well, I said brown, gray, brown port zone, gray, brown port zone. Remember? So this was what? This was ash gray. But gray, brown port zone was reserved for British and Laurentian type. वो भी हटा देते हैं। तो फिर हमारे पास क्या था? Red, yellow port zone. Possible or not? Nutrient cycle, fast, slow. Can I say moderate? Growth season 12 months. Can I say 10 months? Can I say 4 months? Okay. If you know this, can you see this? Biodiversity high, biodiversity low. These are dense forests. Dense forest, highly biodiverse. I'm saying these are open to moderately dense forest, moderately dense forest. Relatively less biodiversity. And the best part is it is in pure stands. This is in pure stands. Can I say middle of the two qualities are there? Middle of the two qualities are there. True or not? Yes or not? थोड़ा सोचेंगे तो काम बन जाएगा. If you are thinking, things will work for you. If you are not thinking, then things will not work for you. अब आते हैं रियल में. Can I say deciduous forests are actually the monsoon forests of India? Are they the monsoon forest of India or not? If you ask me, the flora over here, did I say open forest? Not very dense. They have undergrowth. They have undergrowth. So what is the look of the forest? There is gap in this. True or not? There is undergrowth in this. Trees are deciduous. Forests are also deciduous. Forests are also deciduous or not? Trees के नाम बताओ जल्दी से. टीक एंड साल, ये तो हमेशा याद रखना है. बबूल, कीकर, नीम. ये कहाँ पे? ड्राई साइड पर, ड्रायर साइड. इधर हमारे पास वैसे क्या होता है? शीशम, पीपल, पॉसिबल. और फेमस बैम्बू. होगा या नहीं होगा? हार्डवुड और सॉफ्टवुड. इधर क्या था? हार्डवुड. इधर क्या है? सॉफ्टवुड. तो इधर क्या होगा बीच में? कनकन. मैं बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेट हुआ सॉफ्ट पढ़कर. यहाँ पर हार्डवुड होता है. दिस इज एन अमेजिंग थिंग. हार्डवुड इन प्योर स्टैंड्स. Hardwood in pure stands. I want to tell you, hardwood is more precious, more strong, is more durable in pure stands. उधर क्या था? Softwood in pure stands. Softwood may be good for furniture and other things, but not otherwise. Not otherwise. Are you with me on this? ठीक है. So इसमें क्या होगा? Grasses भी होंगी, छोटे trees. इसमें dry deciduous and moist deciduous. दो तरह के vegetation होते हैं. If rainfall is, I put this as 100 centimeter. If it is less than 100 centimeters, it is dry deciduous. If it is more than 100 centimeters, it is moist deciduous. और यहाँ पर आ जाता है 20, 200, 200 plus क्या होता है? वो तो evergreen होता है. Do we get that? Everyone with me? Now what has happened is, seeing their commercial relevance, hardwood in pure stands These are the most exploited forests of the world. इनको टिम्बर के लिए, for good quality durable timber, they were chopped off for good quality durable timber. उसके लिए good quality durable timber, it is for that. Plus agricultural land के लिए इसको clear किया गया है. Agricultural land के लिए it has been cleared. If you ask me leaching, can I say leaching is maximum here? Relatively low and lower. Out of the three, which one is most leached? That one is most leached. Yes or no? Humus. Humus की अगर हम बात करते हैं, humus. This side is low because very high bacterial activity. This side is lower. Yes, this side is lowest. Lowest, lower, and here what do we say? Low. Do you understand why have I written this? Lowest, lower, low. Lowest in equatorial rainforest. Why? Because very, very strong. What is happening? Which activity? Very strong. Which activity? Bacterial activity. Why lower? Because they are fungal activity. Either दोनों है, but पानी का एक limitation होता है, so that is there. I'm saying if we know one side of the situation, can we get the other through our extrapolation? Desertification and deforestation are the big problems of this area. And the sad part is monsoon lands. Monsoon lands support a very high population. Monsoon lands support a very, very high population. That's the biggest challenge of this region. Is everyone with me on this? Clear? With me? Now tell me, was I talking only of the biome? Was I talking only of the biome? Or was I talking about the ecosystem? Full ecosystem. Because biome is only plant and animal. What are the animals? Animals क्या हैं? यहाँ पर आएंगे big animals. Cat family के big आएंगे? Lion, tiger, panther, cheetah. So, but cheetah तो extinct हो गया. Was I talking about India? Am I talking about India? Do you get that? Elephant आएगा. Elephant. Wild buffaloes. बड़े बड़े एनिमल्स की बात कर रहा हूँ. राइनो, हिप्पो, ठीक है. घर में पाए जाने वाले बफलो, सॉरी काउ टॉप पर है. काउ, बफलो, गोट, कैमल. यस सर. क्रोकोडाइल बिल्कुल ठीक है सर. गंगा डॉल्फिन सब लिख लोगे. इंडिया के बारे में, इंडिया का जो जानते हो वाइल्ड लाइफ के बारे में टिप देना. इज एवरीवन विद मी? Clear on this? Can everyone can everyone write on forest now? Done. So forest biome is done. Forest biome is done. Now I want to come to ये कौन सा वाला हो गया? इसको where are we? Can I call this as tropical deciduous? Can I call this as temperate deciduous? China को, China type. ठीक है. So let me give you something on temperate deciduous also. Temperate deciduous. So you tell me something about temperate deciduous. Tropical I have told you about India. What will be about temperate deciduous? 30 to 45, eastern margin, China type. So इसके लिए बहुत थोड़ा सा दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा. And eastern margin, China type, and we can also have temperate deciduous, British type. What is this? 45 to 60. Sir, how can British type have deciduous, sir? Remember, warm current, more rain. In British type, have they told you broad-leaved deciduous? If you read GC Leong, have they talked about broad-leaved deciduous? Maple leaf, बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो. Maple, chestnut, ऐसा होता है कि नहीं होता है? Maple, chestnut, यस, कनाडा के झंडे में ऐसी लीव्स बनाई गई कि नहीं बनाई गई? तो वी आर लुकिंग एट दिस कैन बी चाइना टाइप, ठीक है, क्लोज टू moist deciduous of India. Deciduous, dry deciduous and moist deciduous of India. Why moist deciduous? Remember, China type is rainfall which season? China type rainfall which season, everyone? Rainfall throughout the year. Rainfall throughout year. So is everyone okay why I have kept it this thing? When we are talking of temperate deciduous, here I will say that the climate is cool. Climate is cool. Moisture. What moisture? Which season is the rain? Rainfall. British type. Winter rainfall. Please यार. British type जल्दी बताओ. Again winter. अरे British type is rainfall throughout the year. क्या पढ़ते थे जीसी लियोंग में? That is why I am making you write down also. The stenographers who want the notes सब लिखवा दिया. And would you go and update it also? Everyone who is smart. Can this mean, everyone, when we are talking about this, can this mean that many of you are forgetting GC Leong? Can this be a good time to revise in this distribution of plants and animals? हो सकता है? Which areas? Chapter 15 is done. Deciduous, I am doing it. China type, I am doing it. British type, I am doing it. British की तरह से Laurentian भी है. There is a Laurentian also, no? British type and Laurentian. Laurentian में क्या है? It is not just broad-leaved, it is mixed forest. Remember mixed? Deciduous plus conifer. So everyone, homework if I have to give you for today, एक तो तुम लोगों ने homework बिल्कुल बंद कर दिया है. I don't know why. What has come to your mind कि नहीं homework से नहीं होगा. Can I just tell you that so many places I can show you that there is a lot of error happening बच्चों. Can I see chapter 15? Rainforest हो जाएगा? Done? Okay. Can I see tundra? Chapter on tundra, chapter on taiga. I think 25 is ice cap, तो 24 होगा, 23 होगा, check कर लेना. Done. Can I see chapter on monsoon forest? Revision. And can I see chapter on British type? And can I see chapter on Laurentian type? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chapter one day. सुनो, रिवीजन यार कर सकते हैं. प्रियंका बोलती चाइना टाइप, कल कर देंगे. प्रियंका चाइना टाइप, टुमारो आई गेट चांस. नो, रीड दैट आल्सो. वी विल डू रिवीजन सर, कम टाइम लगेगा. इट विल बी मच लेस टाइम. And can you update these notes? Temperate deciduous when I am talking about. क्या होता है यहाँ पे? फ्लोरा. What are the flora? Maple, chestnut. Yes, maple chestnut that is going to be there. और क्या होता है? Aspen. और कुछ स्पीशीज याद आ रही? अच्छा, लॉरेंशियन में मिक्स्ड है ना, कॉनिफर भी होगा, तो इसमें ये तो होंगे. लॉरेंशियन टाइप विल हैव मेपल, चेस्टनट, एस्पेन. इट विल आल्सो हैव पाइन, फर, स्प्रूस एंड लार्च. लार्च ले लो, बर्च ले लो, बर्च एंड लार्च और बर्च रख लेते. क्लियर? Do I go to the table, everyone? I hope everyone realizes the importance of the table now. Make sense? एक जगह पर सब कुछ लिखा हुआ है. British type, bird, squirrel, cat, boar, dairy and beef cattle, pig, poultry, sheep. Broad-leaved deciduous, oak, beech, ash, chestnut, maple, hemlock. मिल गया? Laurentian type, fir, spruce, larch, along with oak, beech, maple, birch. Done. Animals, hawks, cardinals, woodpecker. Birds है वहाँ पर. Hawks, cardinals, woodpecker. White-tailed deer, porcupine and red fox. तो वही fox वाला एरिया है, तो fox and rabbit वाला एरिया. Laurentian सबका हो गया यार. चाइना के एनिमल्स सेम थे. ईस्ट मार्जिन, बर्ड, इंसेक्ट, स्लग, फ्रॉग. यस. इंडिया के देखें, इंडिया वाला. इंडिया इज मॉनसून. नो, मॉनसून फॉरेस्ट. टाइगर, लेपर्ड, पैंथर, डियर, राइनो, एलिफेंट, मंकी. ये भी ठीक है. हार्डवुड, टीक, शीशम. एवरीथिंग डन. मेक सेंस और नॉट, एवरीवन? What have we done today? We were talking about biomes. we were talking about different biomes. We divided first into the factors that will decide the distribution of plants and animals. Then we looked into these biomes. But before getting into biomes, we understood the difference between plants and animals. We saw that we will look for plants more than animals. Animals will follow. Everyone. We will look for plants more than animals, and animals will follow. Yes. Further, what happened? Then we said terrestrial and aquatic, global plant distribution. We divided them into biomes. We decided we will look at biomes as ecosystems. True. Ecosystems को हमने देखा. Ecosystems. What is ecosystems? Biotic and abiotic. Ecosystems are a bigger holistic concept compared to biome as a concept. I hope now you're not just looking at the size of the region. Yes. Then we looked at the classification. We are done with this type of forests. Are the forests done? True. Next one is grassland. True. Have we done this from GC Leong? सर किया तो सब कुछ है, याद कुछ नहीं रहता. आप लिखवा देते तो मैंने फीस दिया था ना सर. चलो वो भी लिखवा देते हैं. This is the homework. Now let me come to grasslands. Grassland is a smaller one. Grassland biome. इधर भी दो चैप्टर्स फ्रॉम जीसी लियोंग है, ट्रॉपिकल ग्रासलैंड एंड टेम्परेट ग्रासलैंड. Can I say both of them are location is mid of continent, middle of continent. Is everyone okay? But middle of continent 10 to 30 degrees, middle of continent 30 to 45 degrees. 30 to 45 degrees. Get that? Name one term for them is savanna in Africa. This is the generic type also, and we also have a term called Sudan. Is everyone okay? However, only in South America, north and south of equator, we call them llanos and campos. Llanos and campos. Remember? Otherwise, this remains same everywhere. We call them savanna. Here, continent and name. So if you ask me Europe, what is the name? North America, what is the name? South America, what is the name? So Europe is steppes, Ukraine, Russia. North America is prairies, okay. South America is pampas. Mostly this much is enough. But we have a country called as South Africa. In South Africa, we call it velds. In Australia, we call it downs. In New Zealand, we call it Canterbury Plains. In China, we call it Manchuria. Is everyone okay? Climate. What is the climate? Warm and semi-arid. Whenever grassland is there, the climate has to be semi-arid, generally 50 to 60 centimeter rainfall, and has relatively higher moisture stress. Relatively higher moisture stress. It has got relatively higher moisture stress. Everyone okay with this? This one is what? Cool and semi-arid. Rainfall again, why 50 to 60 centimeter? Sir, if the rainfall is same, then why moisture stress more? So why there is relatively less moisture stress? Everyone, why low? Can you tell me? So because cool, so the demand of the water is low. Demand of the water is low. Is everyone okay with this? Is everyone okay with this? Yes. इनको क्या कहा गया? These are called the bread baskets of the world. Commercial use, commercial grain farming, animal husbandry. Yes or no? These are called the bread baskets. Especially steppies are called the bread baskets. Do you know food grain prices in the world are at the record high price? Do you know food prices in the world are at a record high price? Why so? Why so? Russia-Ukraine war, the same place. Yes. You have heard that Pampas is known for meat packaging. Madhukar is saying truck farming also there. बिल्कुल गलत है Madhukar. आप सारे आंसर गलत ही दे रहे हो. Please read GC Leong. This is not the zone of truck farming. Absolutely wrong. This is commercial extensive commercial farming. This is extensive commercial farming region of the world. यहाँ पर क्या हो रही है? इसमें कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा है. Either the soil erosion is happening, either desertification is happening, and if animals are there in Africa, their hunting is happening. Remember, heard of that big game country? Hunting of animals. Countries are poor, cannot take care of their economy, all those things, all those evil things are happening. So that is why they are stuck on this. Are you with me on this? Any question, please ask. कोई question है तो पूछो, otherwise whatever is there, I've just told you. Ivory, yeah, animal, this thing is there. Sites convention यहाँ पर बहुत सारा है नहीं. So ये सब क्या था? This was mostly ecosystem. True or not? Nutrient cycling. What about nutrient cycling? Sir, less than forest, more than desert. Can I do that? Nutrient cycling, less than forest, more than desert. Nutrient cycling. अच्छा, soil बता दो. Soil, pedalfer or pedocal? Soil, pedalfer or pedocal? Pedalfer or pedocal? Sir, pedocal. Which process is, sir? Calcification. Where is calcification more? Tropical grassland or temperate grassland? Where is calcification more? So tropical is more. Tropical is more. And remember, we compared the pH also. So pH basic 7.3, 7.4, 7.5. Remember that. What is the name of the soil? Sir, chernozem, chestnut. ऐसा नाम है. इधर वाले का नाम क्या होगा? Tropical chernozem. Tropical chernozem. What will be here? Chernozem, chestnut. होगा. So why do you write everything? It's all kachara. I am not able to see. I don't know where you have written. Here is the soil, chernozem, chestnut. Why can't you write it in paragraphs? Arey, after when you go home, you upgrade it. No, everything, all points that are to be included are there. When you write them, will that act as revision also? So table banaya, tropical, temperate. We are looking at that. If you keep on upgrading it, do you have headings? Imagine you get a short note on grassland biome, location, name, climate, nutrient cycling, soil. Everything will come. How human beings are exploiting them, soil erosion, desertification, big game country, here what is happening, commercial grain farming, they are the bread baskets. Itna acha ho gaya. You know how to draw a map also. You can show it on the map also. True. What is needed? Plants and animals. Biome mein plants and animals aata hai. Plants and animals. So I would say in tropical grassland and temperate grassland, both of them have grass. But this is green and nutritious. Because cool and dry. Less moisture stress, no? Less moisture stress. This one has become what? Dry, woody, fibrous. इसमें आपने सुना होगा elephant grass. Have you heard of elephant grass? इधर क्या सुना? Lucerne, alpha. So and this grass is ऐसे गुच्छों में उगती है. Very very tall grass. Yes. True. And it has some short trees also. What is this called? Park landscape. Have you heard of that park landscape? Just like a park, municipal park. It has grass also. Municipal park, what has it got? It has got grass also, everyone. And apart from grass, what else does it have? Grass and municipal park, grass as well as small trees. Few of them. So these are open. यहीं पे animals भी होंगे. But because the grass is so tall, very tall, elephant grass, if you read, very, very tall, as a result, even the elephant can hide in it, 15 to 30 feet tall. Yes or no? Trees are short and stunted trees. And for nutrient cycling, if you remember, what happens? Annual fires. In fact, these are called the cradle of human civilization. Human race evolved, started from savannas. Human race evolved from savanna, started from savanna. This is where we learned how to make fire. आग लगाना भी हमने यहीं पे सीखा. Everyone, are you with me on this? हमने इधर आग लगाना भी सीखा and everything. That is what we are talking about. This is what has happened. This is about your savanna. India में भी savanna है. Haryana, savanna. Western UP, savanna. Edge of the desert, savanna. Do we get that? But temperate grasslands, on the other hand, what do we have? We have much, much better grasses. More soft, nutritious grasses. Yes or no? तो जो यहाँ की grass थी, उसको उन्होंने replace कर दिया with this thing. Steppe में एक grass होती है. The grass is called wheat. क्या बात करते हो? Wheat is grass only, no? Prairies known for corn. True or not? So this is what human beings have done. इधर हमने कह दिया बिग गेम कंट्री, बिग गेम कंट्री, दैट मीन्स व्हाट काइंड ऑफ एनिमल्स? हायर ऑर्डर एनिमल जू। तो देखो मेगा बोलिए कैट फैमिली, बेटा कैट फैमिली नहीं, ऑल हायर ऑर्डर एनिमल्स। आप इतना नेशनल ज्योग्राफिक और सब में वो देखते हो सारी चीजें, वहाँ पे क्या दिखाता है? डियर विल बी देयर, एलिफेंट्स विल बी देयर, सब चीज तो है अफ्रीका में, होगा या नहीं होगा? सो डियर उसी की फैमिली का, एंटीलोप, यस, बफलोज, जिराफ होता है, जिराफ, ऑस्ट्रिच, ये सब एनिमल आएगा कि नहीं आएगा? जिब्रा, यस, वेरी गुड। और इधर वाले में कौन से होते हैं? इधर आपने देखा काउबॉयज, काउबॉयज विल बी हॉर्स, यहाँ भी घोड़े होते हैं, और दे विल बी डियर आल्सो, एंटीलोप, बाइसन, रैबिट होंगे। ग्रेन को कौन खाता है? चूहा खाता है, माइस, रैबिट, ये सब होने वाले हैं। एवरीवन विद मी ऑन दिस? एनी क्वेश्चंस प्लीज आस्क। Do I show you the animals once again from the table? Let's look at the table. These are the grassland savanna type. Maximum variety of largest and fastest herbivores. सबसे तेज होंगे, and carnivores. Jackal, hyena, leopard, lion, deer, giraffe, everything is there. Yes, temperate grassland, steppe type, mice, wolves, rabbits, bison, antelopes, they are going to be there. These are treeless grasslands. Here only green grass, इधर ट्री नहीं है शॉर्ट वाला। अगर कोई ट्री होता है तो only willows and poplars. Willows से आपने सुना बैट बनता है, willows and poplars. Everyone okay with this? Willows and poplars are the ones that we are talking about. Clear? I don't know how challenging was it, but distribution of plants and animals of the world. Are we done with forest and grasslands? Deserts I'm not doing today, but the main ones have we done? Can we get question short notes on them? Can we get comparison on them? Can we get many things in GS on them? It's an important one. And do you know what are the factors responsible for that? Have you written your notes also? Do you have a table also? And do you have a very well defined homework also? Kar lo yaar. It'll give you a lot of power. And tell me, when I asked you about soils, was your mind running? Where will I find the soil? Tomorrow when we are into this, will we say arid soils? When we are talking about deserts, when we are talking about tundra, will we say permafrost? All those ideas will start fitting in. Only thing is be regular to the class, don't miss the class, do small little homework, start writing your short notes. I've already told you what is the way to do short notes also. This is the way. Magic will happen. I'm saying I'm looking at students sitting and who are looking for topping this examination. Not just attending one class to other, or comments, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. You don't even know who's talking to you. आज मॉर्निंग में किसी ने लिखा रेहान के नाम से था, and then there it was, my name is Dinesh Gera, I have done diploma and I have joined graduation. Will my diploma be enough or do I need that degree? So I said you need that degree. So वो नाम किसका है, कौन है, you never know. उसी में बैठे हुए अपना impress कर रहे हैं एक दूसरे को. What's the point? Is the table with you? Is the material with you? Everyone, are you comfortable with that? Distribution of plants and animals. This is a lot of logical work which we have done. Tomorrow's class we will do some of the illogical work also. What do I mean by illogical work? There are some gene pools and gene centers. So tomorrow's class, remember our syllabus has got gene pools and gene centers also. So tomorrow I'll be talking about biogeographic kingdoms and other things. Okay, that? ये सारे biomes यहाँ पे लिखे, grassland biome, desert biome, everything is there. This will be posted on the group after this. Tomorrow I will be doing the job done by botanists also. Zoogeographic provinces of the world. Neotropical Ethiopian. This will be done tomorrow. So don't worry. This is the more taxonomic. Remember taxonomy, classification based. So we will be looking at gene pools, gene centers, and the floristic kingdoms of the world given by Ronald Wood. That is for tomorrow. And then tomorrow we would end biogeography. Is everyone okay? And then we will start our environment from day after tomorrow. Going on schedule, going as per syllabus. Only request is please keep pace. Please keep pace. And the request is don't just learn from what is being told in the class. You have specific material to read. उस material को पढ़ लीजिए और कुछ नहीं. And people who feel that why material only dictation, I want to tell you this is very very specific limited material. Please read it for last minute revision also. It will help you. But then there are very few people who will get a chance for last minute revision. Stenographers के लिए exam नहीं है. So I'm looking at that you start enjoying what you have already learned, say for example GC Leong and other books, and take it to the next level. Will we revise our chapters? I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.